So one thing I want to ask this question. Sierra Leone Gambia school examination. Am I correct?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so over the years, we have been seeing so many failures in these exams. Some people are unable to make it to the university itself. And as the AYA educational researcher, what message do you have for young people who didn't have admission to colleges and universities, and also they don't have the mindset to engage themselves into other things and not believe that university is only way for them to be successful?
Yeah, I can take a classical example of myself. When I start my grade 12 examination, I got 7 credits, 2 passes, English and math pass. I can fully remember I cried to my hell off because the fact was I couldn't get English and math. I got both of them passes. So I just regard my examination paper to be useless. It's not useful because I cannot get where I want to. But I have been interacting with so many people, and then the people tend to advise me that I should go and do certain access program and in order to get to the university. And when I get to the access program, guess what? I got English B2. So examination is not the only way to determine people's knowledge. But people are intelligent in their own ways. People that are not privileged to be at the universities or college, we shouldn't look down upon those people in the society, because some of this irregular migration that you see is because of depression. Because anyone that that is not attending university or college, society terms those people to be useless and not useful.
True.
So I think we should try to do away from those kind of things and those kind of concepts. Just because you're not privileged to be, just because you don't have this credit, doesn't basically mean that you are nothing. We have a lot of productive individuals that are doing great in the area of skills and the stuff like, but they are not recognized. I think we need to unlearn certain things and learn things that will suit our development. Just because you don't have this shouldn't be a principle that people should use against you. So,
exactly.
Yeah,
because I feel like that, there's so many pressure. There's so many pressure.
Yeah.
So
at least I'm here. So many people that that I see at the same class with. Some of them are now married with their kids, and then they're all young. So it's not because they don't want, but because of the way society sees them. There are others that got 2 credit, 3 credit. Their families are like, you are not nothing. You're not important anymore. So the only thing that, much especially when you're a girl child, you have a lot of challenges. You have to either go and get married or
they need to hear from more people, because that's how the society make it said. If you don't pass the grade 12 examination, you're no longer useful to the society. Because 2019, I have my degree in healthcare and social psychology. Remember, I studied all this in French language. And after graduating, I look at my degree. I'm like, okay, well, what am I going to do with this? Right. And I'm not using my degree to where it should be. I should be in right now working in the hospital. But I feel like, no, I don't want to belong to this thing. I still need to do something else. And if you go towards it, sometimes you realize that education is important, but some people don't need to waste their time to go to college. If your work ethic is good, you can really create something for yourself. You are really ready to do something for yourself. All you need is to teach yourself and really put it into work, rather than going to university and spend, 4 years of college when you are not even getting the right direction that you want to put yourself into.
The saddest part is so many people are attending those tertiary institutions just to pass examination. That's the only thing.
Yeah, they don't know why.
You only read and pass. They don't know why they're there. This is why we have a lot of unemployment people.
So this is why, Fanta, we have the AYA Reside Lab, and we have all of you inside the Reside Lab. We started with the first training, Create and Innovate in SDG4, but there is more to come to this. And the AYA is launching the Fourah Child Education, which is a 10-year project to fund the education of 10,000 kids in 10 African countries, which includes Sierra Leone, Gambia, and other African countries. Already 100 children have been confirmed in Gambia to benefit this project. And we're going to fund this child's education from primary school all the way to tertiary institution. So in case the child is unable to make it to university, we want to invest in business for you. So we also, as us, the researchers in AYA Research Lab, to evaluate the performance of this child's education. So being part of the Fund a Child project doesn't mean if you fail an exam, we're going to leave you behind. No, we will have you in and then see what really focus this child onto. So I think us, the young people, like these are some of the things that we can contribute when it comes to the failing educational system in our countries. So what do we do as us, the people that don't have access to universities and they feel they're starting age 30, 29, 25, 26, 27, they are not being to university. Let them not accept that to be a liability in the society, but instead make it as an asset to contribute and work on themselves. What message, because so many people look up to you guys, you have an opportunity that somebody don't have to. What message you have for this individual who is right now don't know what to do, family pressure and everything on them?
I think the most important thing is to find yourself first. Try to find yourself. Do not wait for people to dictate what you can be. I think every individual is born with their capabilities. You know where you are good at. So my word of advice will be, if you know that this is where your capability lies, even if thousands of people are turning their back on you, but you know you can be productive in that area, my dear, pursue it. People might not be able to see that benefit at that particular juncture, but as time goes on, the people that turn their back on you would be the people that will respect you back. So every individual is born with a capability. It is left to us to realize what is my capability. But if you are able to identify that, there you need to pursue it, and you can be whosoever you want to be, irrespective of your gender, your religion, or your race.
Thank you so much, Fanta. Thank you so much.
I just want to give short input on all what my colleague has said. Michael made mention of, especially your Sierra Leone, we are afraid of failure, and one of the pitfalls of students, you made mention who took the WAS exam, and then at the end of the day, they are able to pass the WAS exam. But going back forward, the government has something to play in that, because if they put structure in place in empowering the tertiary education, in empowering the tech voc education of our nation, whereas every skill is needed there, whether tailoring, after sitting your WAS, if you don't have the required qualification, you can go to that tech voc. And then at the end of the day, you can boost yourself and the country as a whole. So it all boils down to the government as a whole, but we cannot continue to play a blame cast on the government. We as youth, we need to come forth. There are youth out there who has the power to change our government. And we send forth with the youth. We are the future leaders of Africa. And with the youth going back to Europe to seek adventure. Here we have everything that it takes. My colleague made mention, if we empower the educational system in our country and change the mindset of youth, I believe we can't go abroad and seek for asylum. So the educational system, if you find out at the end of your 4-year course, you are aiming to have a job, but there is also a mismatch. You studying accounting, at the end of the day, you'll be working at another organization that is not in line with what you have studied. There is a lot of mismatch. As I said, the government has to put structure in place in terms of our educational system from the kindergarten, because it starts there from the kindergarten coming upward. So we as a youth, there are good youth out there, and thanks to AYA for giving us this opportunity to learn more and empower our community as whole. We are a change agent. I believe each and every one of us in this forum has someone to influence. So I thank the AYA and everybody. The session was good. Thank you so very much.
Thank you so much, Musa, for that wonderful contribution. These words are really inspiring, and someone that's sitting out there still undecided what to do in their life and pressure on them on society due to not making it to university or college. I think this message can really help them and motivate them to get up and do something for themselves. Thank you so much. Anybody?
Vivid example to my very self, sitting here as part of I Am Now. I did not write the WASSCE exam once and happened to get my requirement to the university. If I could see, it happens 3 times. That doesn't mean I was stupid. That doesn't mean I was not okay, but it has its own way. That's one is an examination. Now, if you look at most of the guys, young people out there that are into prostitution, that are into robbery and the likes, right in the last exam, they decided, or they think that all hopes are gone. They cannot do it again, so they decided to be liability to society. instead of assets. So I will want to say our wish, I give us the opportunity to go out there to talk to those youth, bring them on board, that let us make it known to them that all is not lost. They can still do it as far as society is concerned. They have a great future. They have a brighter future. Once we go there, we try to indoctrinate them positively. I think we are going to get a better half in time to come. Other than we just look at them as nobody, we just look at them as they are because we feel like they are taking drugs, they are into prostitution, their own is not commensurate to that of ours. I think if AYA gives us that opportunity, it will be much more better. Not everybody is required to go to the university. Not everybody is required to sit in the office. I know a lot of people, a friend of mine, he even have masters in accounting, but as I'm talking to you, he's now a taxi driver. He's doing another thing. He's there waiting for a job, but job is not there. The jobs are not available. Everywhere you go, we have what we call in Sierra Leone sababu. He doesn't have that sababu to get the job. So he said, you know what, Michael, I will not sit down. I have my families there. They are looking up to me. So because of they are looking up to me, let me go out there, try and do something to put food on the table for them. So he went out to become a taxi driver, and he's doing perfectly okay, unless somebody points at him that that man is a taxi driver, because he's doing things that other people that are sitting in the office cannot do. So definitely. What I am saying here is, what I'm trying to say here is, it doesn't specifically mean you have to go to the university. That is where your success lies. It doesn't mean, again, because you are at the university or you completed your degree or master's, you are successful. No. Okay, success is based on what you create in other people's life. Like I am now, I am still at the university. If I am at the university, I'm trying to create impact in other people's life positively, I think I'm successful. Even if I did not go to the university, but for the fact that I create impact in other people's life that makes them to become assets in society, I think I am positive. Like AY is so. I beg of you, Madam Fatou, Hydra, please, I am not imposing. It's just a suggestion. Try to create a platform where we, the youths of AYA, will go out there, try to sensitize our fellow youths that you being in the streets, you not getting the worst requirement to the university doesn't make you a failure. You getting this, and so you can still be somebody in society. Somebody society is looking up to. I think all these things will help us. These are the things people are discouraged at. That's why you see most of them are going to what we call Temple 1 year. They are going to cross that Mediterranean Sea just to go to Europe. People's life are at risk. Here in Africa, so even things for us to food for us to eat, it is very difficult. Some of us have meals once a day, some twice a day, while you see others, they have it thrice a day. So the fingers are not the same. So because of that, let us only and solely depend or not put our eggs in one basket. Whereas I am putting all my eggs in one basket. What if the basket drops? It means all my eggs will be trashed. So that is it. Thank you very much. I really enjoyed this session.
Thank you so much, Michael. Those are really, really great, wonderful recommendations. And as an AYA member, we will definitely put that into consideration. We will share this with our board, and we will definitely have a look into this. Thank you so much. Do we have anybody to add to this? The last word? Yeah. Anybody to share their last word before we go here, please?
If I can have my take.
1 minute, everyone, 1 minute.
Senior secondary. 1 minute, okay. Yeah. Looking at the West Africa Senior Schools examination, it is limiting students in Africa, especially for some of us that are writing this examination. And for Sierra Leone, it is the only entrance examination to university. Looking at the university, the numbers required, the space of the university. Congratulations, now is a graduate. I'm still to have my university. Yeah. So we just hope that AYA will continue with this initiative, and so that other people will be able to have more youth that will be have the mindset of change and we'll accept change, because we have to accept change first. Even though we have gone through this training, if we fail to accept change or fail to implement, that means we've done nothing. So let us try to embark. Even without AYA, we have points that we meet with our fellow youth at university, at our base, football centers, watching game. Let us try to convince the mindset of youth. No, without this, we can do this. So I think it is a responsibility and a must to all of us to at least help in the right trajectory of change. And I think this will create a better and a safe space in Africa for all of us. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Osman. That's a wonderful contribution. Musa, what's your last word, please, before we close?
Yes, I just want to encourage we the youth, because we have the knowledge now to impact others around us. As I made mention, the mindset, it all boils down to our mindset. What we think, what we hear, the positive things that we think and hear will change us. Just want to make mention of the educational system. Just want to wrap up. There is a balance and there is a mismatch out there. They do not have the platform. Like after studying accounting, there is this organization. I will go and do my intern, or there is a possibility for me to do my intern after 3 years or 2 years of my internship. Then I can acquire more skills and be a professional. There is no platform in this part of CLU. And to round it up, as I said, it's left with us, the youth, and it starts from the kindergarten. We need to implant the positive things in them so that they too can have the change and have a better Africa we are yearning for. Thank you, AYA, for this session. Thank you.
Is available for the youth. I think we will definitely think a lot of things, not particularly only Gambia. And the other thing has to do with what our government, they need to invest more the issue of youth and the children, and are the people that will hold our generation together. And the other thing has to do with what Africa needs to be united. Africa need to see each other as let us not see each other as enemies, but rather let us see how best we can unify Africa to make sure that all our development are centered, and then we see how best we can come together and make easier and better for us. And people need to be a change agent. Let's just keep advocating. Let us just put pause on things. Let's just take things easy, because remember, we're all from different countries, different background, different mindset. But by persuading people, trying to see how best we can influence them, we can definitely change a lot of things that we might think we cannot change. So that's the plan. Thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to come back and pitch what we have, and hopefully this will not be the last time we will interact.
And thank you so much, Fanta. I will say this is really a powerful thing. You guys really killed it. You did say you need a second chance, and it's not a disappointment. Thank you so much, Musa, Fanta, and Osman. Thank you so much, everyone. And
Thank you.
Because it's like Osman Sallu. I would say this is really amazing. There's so many great recommendations that come from this conversation, and we would definitely put every thing in consideration. I pray in every side lab we will do great things, and we will not disappoint each other. And really appreciate you guys' humbleness and your willingness to really be in this journey with us. Thank you so much, everyone. This is Every Side Lab, and we will see each other once again. And also, the graduation is coming soon, and let's get to the WhatsApp group. We have a lot